and he has the judgment and the experiment.
And now, who am I introducing next? Who's next?
That we saw on the debate stage.
Donald Trump is on the ballot.
I understand.
That's my theory. And it never fits quite right. Never fits quite right. It's not quite right. How do you give it back?
Governor, what kind of gun is it?
This was a Beretta A400. I bought it when I was shooting a lot of trout.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region. Yeah. Oh, we have microphones and I was listening to everything. I didn't realize that. Okay. So, well,
You'll
now you
bleep
tell
my
us.
F words.
We just told all the family secrets.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We are not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end. Joe Biden, I have watched from the Oval Office to the Situation Room, and he has the judgment and the experience to do exactly what he has done in making very important decisions.
Mr. Trump, we give you
Scazzy. But it doesn't mean anything.
I think the American people have a concern about Donald Trump.
I mean, that was, I'm going to be honest with you, I peed a little, I was so scared. Like, I didn't know.
On behalf of the American people.
There were no concerns raised?
Brett, Joe Biden is not on the ballot.
I understand.
And
but
Donald Trump
But
is.
you talked about it.
And Donald Trump
after
is.
George Clooney said within a few minutes of talking to President Biden at a fundraiser that he thought this was not the same Joe Biden.
Because they have kind of their patented thing, a kickoff. So when you get old, it doesn't hurt your shoulders much.
I'm with Tim, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
In other words,
it's a mouthful.
It's a lot. And you can't stutter it through. When you put the names together, it's a little, you got to be able to pume.
This guy's a venture capitalist cosplaying like he's a cowboy or something. I don't even know what a venture capitalist does most of the time.
If that's tampons, then that's tampon.
My team will tell you, I am constantly saying, let's kick the tire on that. Let's kick the tires on it.
I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen it.
Because he starts out these events as like a happy pet shop owner, you know? And then he morphs into a lying Elmer Fudd. Yeah. Like, it begins with like, there's a puppy, look at all the puppies. I love the puppies. It's all this and this. And then suddenly he's like, I was in Tiananmen Square.
And that has to stop.
I'm a knucklehead, Shannon Bweem. One of my friends are school shooters.
Let's kick the tire on that.
Look, a puppy, another puppy. Oh, it's a heartbreaker. Sorry, I lied.
Okay, final question. The Pope was asked about your candidacy and Kamala Harris, and he instructed Catholic voters to vote for the lesser of two evils. Who do you think he means and why?
Well, I think he wants them to vote for me, and I stand for really everything that you stand for and that the church stands for, and she doesn't. She's a very different kind of a person. She's a Marxist. Her father was a Marxist and still is a Marxist, and they are not big into religion, I will tell you, and I'm not just talking about the Catholic religion. I'm talking about any religion.
I don't really laugh like that, do I?
So what is she trying to tell Catholics? Whatever you do, please don't vote for me.
Yeah. She's telling Catholics she's satanic.
Possibly. Did Catholics for Satan? No.
I'm not seeing the religion.
And I'm the opposite. I am totally in favor of religion, and I also like the Catholic Church a lot.
Poor hubby. Poor hubby.
Let's kick the tires on it.
What we are looking at is a difference in this election. Let's move forward and see where we are.
To make your plan to vote. To vote
for Kamala.
Now I want each of you to shout your own name. Do that.
And let's be clear. I've made very clear. So let's be clear about that. And let's be clear. Well, let's be clear. I made that very clear in 2020. I will. Somebody needs to mute themselves. And be clear. I think the choice is clear in this election. Again, because they're so clear. But let me say that I have seen for a long time, and many of us were together or knew each other from local government.
I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
You know, like Kamala did to Willie Brown. Come on. Kidding. Come on. She was a beard. We're having fun. Come on.
Former San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown has never stopped being an insider at City Hall.
Let's go home, back home.
Fine women?
Are you his daughter? No, I'm not.
And she should be ashamed because she shouldn't let him do it.
The reality of it is this. Let's talk about how we got here. When Donald Trump was president...
She's the vice president, but I assume she's acting as the president. She should never have let that happen.
I think we need to take a look at the filibuster, to be honest with you.
His rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know. Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization is seen as unconscionable.
Well, there's not just one. I have to be honest with you, Carol.
I love Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico loves me. I don't know anything about a comedian. I love Puerto Rico, Nobody's done more for Puerto Rico than me.
Intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade, and they did as he intended. Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally. No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
5 hours later.
Questions. I just got one more, because you used the word Christian. Have you ever asked God for forgiveness?
That's a tough question. I don't think in terms of, I'm a religious person. Shockingly, because people are so shocked when they find this out, I'm Protestant, I'm Presbyterian.
May endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. The path may seem hard, the work may seem heavy, but joy cometh in the morning, and church morning is on its way.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from.
Kamala Harris is the Antichrist. And Governor Gretchen Whitmer, what's her name?
Whitmer.
One of her avenging satanic angels.
Right.
A conspiracy theorist would say.
No, a realist would say, and they're behind the weather.
They worshipped Mithra. Let me be clear. The MAGA worshipped Mithra. Mithraism is the knockoff Christianity that they claim predated Christ.
My background is very different from JD's. I grew up in San Diego, in a middle-class community. With 2 loving parents, both immigrants from India. When JD met me, he approached our differences with curiosity and enthusiasm. He wanted to know everything about me, where I came from, what my life had been like. Although he's a meat and potatoes kind of guy, he adapted to my vegetarian diet and learned to cook food from my mother, Indian food.
There are 5 degrees. The first one is a registered member, no degree. Then we have the active member, Satanist. There you go. We have the witch and warlock in the 2nd degree. Then you go to the priestess or priest. Then you have the magister, which is the 4th degree. And finally, the last and final degree from the churchofsatan.com is none other than the MAGA. Yeah. MAGA.